Hey guys, I'm Summer Dawn, and today I have an intermediate sequence for you involving eagle pose. So eagle pose is a balancing posture that requires you to fold inward, and at times it can feel very constricting, a little bit claustrophobic because you're rotating everything in and trying to balance all at the same time. And so I'd like to offer today for you to try and feel where you resist in this posture. Where are you feeling tension? Where are you feeling like you're clenching up? And then try and use the breath to soften that space and see if resisting less invites in more steadiness and ease. And so we will just need blocks. We'll go ahead and get started and let's see how it goes. So lay down on your back and we'll take the feet out wider on the mat and knees fall together in constructive rest pose. You'll take the arms out alongside you with the palms facing up. And close the eyes. And we'll begin to come into our breath, lengthening the inhales and exhales. Begin to breathe from the low belly, up through the ribs, into the chest, and exhale chest, ribs, low belly. Again, inhale, low belly, ribs, chest, exhale, chest, ribs, belly. And continue breathing here. Even inhales and exhales. Begin to think of an intention for this practice. Perhaps it can surround our theme of finding steadiness and ease while still feeling confident and powerful within the posture. Maybe the intention is for this practice, or maybe the intention is for something outside of the four corners of your mat. But whatever it is, say it softly to yourself several times. We'll seal this intention with one round of breath. And then we'll gently blink the eyes open and we'll bring the feet closer together, about hips distance apart, and cross your right leg over your left so that the thighs are close together. From here, you'll press your belly button into the spine into the floor, and then lift up both legs. From here, you can keep the right leg on top of the left, or maybe spin the thighs together and double wrap the right leg. From here, reach the arms out wide and then take the left arm over the right, giving yourself an upper body hug. You can stay here, or take the forearms together, palms together, taking eagle arms. So we're in eagle pose already, but we're on our backs. Feel your belly pressing into the spine. Inhale here. And then on your exhale, peel the upper back off the floor, bring your elbows to your knees. Inhale, releasing down. Exhale, elbows come to knees. Feel the belly button pressing into the spine. Inhale, down. Exhale, elbows to knees. We have two more. Inhale, down. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, down. Exhale, up, hold here, turning yourself into a tiny little eagle ball. Feeling the core heat up for 3, for 2, for 1, release down. Arms come out to the sides, and then allow the legs to fall over to the left. Now, if this feels a little bit too intense for the beginning of the practice, just unravel that right leg and stack it on top of the left for your twist. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the knees back center. And if the right leg was still crossed, unravel it here. And we'll take the left leg over the right. Lift the right foot off the floor. And again, you can stay here with the legs crossed or double wrap that left foot around the right calf. Belly is still pressing in and engaged. Inhale. Exhale, right arm over left, upper body hug. Again, you can stay here or you can take the forearms together, palms together for eagle arms. Inhale. Exhale, back peels up, elbows to knees. Inhale down. Exhale, elbows to knees. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, peeling up and holding here. It's amazing how warm a little bit of core work will make you. Holding for 3. A little higher for 2. For 1, inhale, release down, arms go out wide. Exhale, legs fall over to the right. And again, if this twist is a little bit intense, you can always unravel the top leg and relax. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the legs back center. Unravel the left leg if you haven't already. And hug the knees into the chest, into a little ball. Begin to rock front to back, coming up a little higher each time until you can cross the ankles, plant the hands, and come into tabletop. And so I'll face you in this tabletop here. We'll just take the hips and set them back onto the heels. Good. Once you're there, we'll take the palms onto the thighs. Inhale, open the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together and look up. Exhale, press the hands into the thighs, round the upper back, tuck the chin. Again, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, tuck the chin. Last one, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, tuck the chin round. Good. From here, come back center, and we'll take the hands in front of us and bring the big toes together, tuck the toes under, and then set the hips back towards the heels. So we're sitting just as we were, but our toes are tucked under. And this might bring a lot of sensation to you guys. We call this toe crunch or toe torture. But try and hang out. We're going to use the breath to stay here. Good. Inhale, reach the arms out nice and wide. Big chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, right arm over left, upper body hug, tuck the chin. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, left arm over right. Continuing here, use your own breath. Inhale, opens your wings. Exhale, closes. And really find some movement in the spine. You're undulating the chest forward and back, and you're finding almost a little liquid rolling of the spine as you inhale, open, exhale, close. Taking a few more. Last one here. And let's stay open. Squeeze the elbows towards each other behind you. For 3, 2, 1. Take the hands down to the floor. The way we come out is gently place weight into the hands, untuck the toes, and just gently tap the toes on the top of the mat. Good. From here, hands are under shoulders, knees under hips, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And you can pedal it out in your down dog here, shaking the hips side to side, bending one knee at a time. Actively pressing into the palms and fingertips, feeling your belly and chest press back toward your thighs. From here, find stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze between the thumbs. Exhale, walk the feet behind the wrists. Slight bend at the knee here, and just take opposite elbows and rock side to side for ragdoll.
Loosen up the neck by nodding yes and shaking no. And let the hands fall heavy. And we'll roll up one vertebrae at a time, with our head being last, coming to a stand. And we meet at the top of our mat in mountain pose. Big toes together or feet under hips. Palms facing forward, shoulders back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step the left foot back behind you, drop the knee down, and inhale, rise up to a low lunge. From here, you're scooping the hips down and then making two 90-degree angles with the knees. Pulling the belly in, we reach up a little higher, inhale. Exhale, take the left hand down to the floor, right arm up, little twist. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes down to frame the foot, step it back to plank. And you can hold plank on your toes or you can bring your knees down to the floor. Deep inhale here. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. From here, we reach the arms out about halfway, elbows facing behind you, forehead down. Inhale, peel the chest up, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lower yourself down. Again, inhale, roll the shoulders back, peel the chest up. Exhale, coming down. We have one more. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, peel the chest up. Keep the chest lifted. Try and bring your hands in under your shoulders. Press to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. From here, we look at our left knee and bend to the left knee. Hug it in nice and tight, thigh to belly, and try and bring the knee to your nose. Step the foot between the hands. Drop the right knee. Inhale, reach up for your low lunge. And again, you're scooping the hips under, pulling the belly in, making two 90-degree angles with the legs. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up for your twist. Stacking the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand comes down to frame the foot. Step the right foot up, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reaching up. Palms touch, exhale, right back down. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step the right foot back behind you. Keep the knee lifted this time and make sure that the feet are on a railroad track as opposed to a balance beam. Right hand plants down, inhale, reach the left arm up, right where we just were. Holding here. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down to frame the foot, step it back to plank pose. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the floor. We take those rolling cobras again, so hands out about halfway, elbows poking behind you. Inhale, peel the chest up, roll the shoulders back. Feet actively pressing down to the floor. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel the chest up, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lower. Last one, we hold. Inhale, peel the chest up, roll the shoulders back. You're squeezing a peanut between the shoulder blades. Feet pressing down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Good. From here, look at your right knee, bend the knee. Thigh hugs into the belly, knee comes toward your face. Slowly roll forward and step the foot between the hands. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches up for your twist. And anytime we're in one of these twists today, you want to puff up the back knee. So if that knee's bent, it's going to be a little harder to balance. Anytime we twist, puff it up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes down to the floor. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reaching up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Good. Go ahead and grab your block. And if you don't have a block, you can do a rolled up blanket or towel. We just need something to feel some sensation on our inner thighs. And so you'll stand at the top of your mat, but I'm going to face you. And take your feet just underneath your hips. Block goes on the skinny level on the insides of your thighs. And so for me, I don't really have to do much here to keep the block, but what we're going to do is take our hands on our upper thighs and we're going to squeeze our thighs inward. So we're internally rotating and then our thigh bones are pressing back behind us. Continue squeezing the block like this and then we'll sit back into a chair pose. Good. So you're still at the top of your mat, sitting in your chair. And our weight is in our heels here. So you should be able to wiggle all 10 toes. Belly is pulled in and you are still actively squeezing the dickens out of this block between the thighs. You're feeling the inner thighs begin to warm and you should also feel your seat beginning to warm as well. Holding here. For 3. For 2, maybe a little deeper. For 1, forward fold. Good, continue squeezing the block here. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and take the block out from between the thighs, put it back alongside your mat. And then we'll plant the hands, and you can either jump back to chaturanga or step it back to plank and lower. Inhaling, and then exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, rise up, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, inhale up onto the tippy toes, roll forward into a high plank position. Exhale, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Again, we inhale up onto the toes, roll forward into a high plank, belly pulling in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one more. Inhale up onto the tippy toes, roll forward into your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale forward into your high plank, but this time your exhale takes you down to your knees to tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Take a moment to spread the fingers wide and press the fingertips down. Inhale, right leg moves back. Holding here. Toes are facing down towards the floor, and we don't want to arch our back and lift our foot. We want a nice straight line, so pull the belly in so that it's level with the floor. We take the left arm up from here. Inhale. Exhale, elbow comes to knee. Press into the floor with the right hand. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Take one more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Keep the leg lifted, hand comes down. Exhale, knee comes to nose. Curl yourself into a little ball. And then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Both toes are pointed down. And from here, you can use your blocks to help you. Take your hands onto the blocks and begin to walk them towards your leg. From here, scoop the hips under, pull the belly in, and that should help you begin to roll up onto your knees for this modified Garudasana or eagle pose. Inhale, reach the arms out. Exhale, left arm comes over right, and then take the hands together for your eagle arms. If this still isn't working for you, you can always take the hands to the upper back. From here, inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, lift up out of the pelvis, heart lifts up, and hold here. Press the tops of the feet down to help you balance and squeeze your booty. Good. Inhale, coming back center. Exhale, release the arms. Take your hands back down to your blocks so you can walk it back out to tabletop. Inhale here. Exhale, knee comes back towards the nose, and then slide the foot back into tabletop. Other side. Inhale, reach the left leg back behind you. Belly pulls in, toes facing down towards the ground, and then right arm lifts. Inhale. Exhale, elbow comes to knee, press into the left hand, round the back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, leg stays lifted, hand comes down. Exhale, knee comes to nose, and then you cross the left ankle over the right knee. Both tops of the feet pressing down into the floor. You can use your blocks to walk it back. And then scoop the hips under as your belly pulls in. It should feel like you can roll up to your knees. In our modified eagle pose. Inhale, reach the arms out. Exhale, right arm over left. Find your eagle arms. Inhale, lift the elbows. Belly pulls in. Exhale, tilt back, lifting the heart. And so we want to make sure we're not just sitting into our lower back here and just scooping the hips forward. You want to lift up and out of the pelvis and squeeze your bum. Still press down through the tops of the feet. One more inhale. Good. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, release the arms. Take the hands back to the blocks. Walk it back out. And then you can inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose. And then slide that left foot back to tabletop. As you're ready, tuck your toes. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a deep round of breath here in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Inhale, right leg up behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Lots of core work here. Inhale, reach it back behind you. Exhale, knee to nose, but hold here for a moment and then cross the right leg over the left thigh. Spin the thighs together. Continue to press back to downward dog here. So we're in a modified eagle leg and thighs are spinning together as best you can. Inhale up onto the toes, roll forward into a high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep squeezing the thighs together. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more, inhale, up onto the toes, roll forward, high plank, and then try and bring your knee to your nose. Step the foot through between the hands, and as you're ready, arms move out like wings, and we rise up to a high lunge. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Exhale, take a twist to the right. Left elbow to right thigh, puff up that back knee. Inhale, coming back, center, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Listen carefully. Left foot is gonna come to the outside of the right foot, so the pinkies meet. So you're in a twisted forward fold. You can take your hands to the blocks if you feel like it's hard to reach the floor. Otherwise, hands come down and just let your head fall heavy. Glance down at your toes and watch the big toes press down into the floor. Inhale, reach the arms out like wings and rise all the way up. Palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart center. From here, we take our eagle. So lift up the right heel. So I'll face you guys. Your legs are crossed, you'll lift up the right heel and then begin to spin the thighs towards each other. Then you can stay as you are, or you can begin to bend the left knee and then spin the thighs towards each other. Right leg is crossing over. You can stay here or double cross the foot along the left calf. As you're ready, find something to look at that is not moving. Reach the arms out nice and wide, and then take the left arm over right, palms come together. Again, you always have the option of taking the upper body hug. This is our first eagle, so it's okay if you're wobbling a little bit. Wobbling and falling means you're getting better. Inhale, reach the arms out. Exhale, unravel the foot and place it down on the floor as you were. And then we forward fold, hands coming back down towards the floor. From here, hands come to blocks or the floor. Step the left foot back into that lunge. And then hands plant, step it back to plank. You can flow it out or meet in downward dog. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up behind you. Exhale, take your knee to your nose. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, knee comes to nose, and then cross the thigh over the right, squeeze the thighs together, and press back to downward dog. So you feel the thighs spinning towards each other. Inhale, onto the right tippy toes, roll forward into a high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into a high plank. Keep squeezing the thighs together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one. Inhale, rolling forward into a high plank. And then exhale, knee comes to nose. Step it through between the hands into your runner's lunge. Belly pulls in, arms out like wings. And then we inhale, rise up to our high lunge. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Exhale, twist to the left, right elbow to left thigh. Press the palms together, thumbs to sternum, and puff up that right knee. Good. Inhale, coming back center, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step the right foot up into the outside of the left so that the pinky toes meet. Again, you're welcome to use your blocks or just fold here. Hands reaching to the floor. And you can have a slight bend at the knees here. From here, watch the big toes press down into the floor. We inhale, reach the arms out wide, rise all the way up. Palms touch and exhale, hands come to heart center. Preparing for eagle on this side. So hands come to hips, and then we lift the left heel up off the floor. You're welcome to stay here or spin the left leg over the right, bend the right knee, and try and cross the left leg all the way over. Again, stay there. Or double hook the left foot onto the right. And I always have a harder time with this side. A lot of times it's easier to do one side and not the other. We just have imbalances, and that's okay. Find that one thing to look at, that drishti, something that's not moving. Inhale, reach the arms out wide. Exhale, right arm over left, palms come together. Breathing long and steady here. Again, trying not to feel constricted. The more you resist, the harder it becomes. The less you resist, the more space opens for you to feel the ease. Inhale, reach the arms out. Exhale, step the left foot down. Inhale. Exhale, fold back down from where you came. Hands plant to the floor or to the blocks. And then you gently step your right foot back into that runner's lunge. We flow it out from here. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take the big toes together, knees out wide. Take a nice child's pose here, hips to heels. Rest the forehead down on the mat. Take a few deep rounds of breath. Good. Arms reach out, palms press down. Inhale to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, feet come to hands, hop, step, or jump. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reaching up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take a breath in, mountain pose at the top of your mat. Adding on here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, make your way to down dog however you wish. You can hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. From here, inhale, reach the right leg up behind you. Exhale, take your knee to your nose, hug that thigh in, round the upper back. Inhale, reach the leg back behind you. Exhale, take the knee to the nose and then cross the right leg over the left. Spin the thighs together as best you can. Press back, downward dog. Inhale into a high plank here. Pull that belly in, squeeze the thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Use those fingertips to press into the floor. Inhale, rolling forward, high plank. Listen carefully. Lower the knees down to the floor. Untuck the left toes. And then gently angle the left toes over to the right just a little bit. From here, you can use your blocks. We're moving back up to that modified eagle pose, but our knees are one behind the other this time. If this is a little bit too difficult, you can always go back to where we were when we started, where the knee is out wide. Otherwise, scoop the hips under, stand up. You can take the hands to the outside of the hips, wiggle around to get them nice and comfortable. If you take the left toes back towards the middle of the mat, it's a little bit easier to access. Otherwise, keep them out wide. Arms reach out wide, inhale. Exhale, left arm over right. Take your eagle. Keep pressing the tops of the feet down, squeeze your bottom. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, lift the heart. Again, belly is pulling in, supporting the lower back. And we're finding spaciousness here. Inhale, coming back center. Exhale, release the arms. Listen carefully. You can use your blocks, slowly coming down. But instead of moving forward, we're going to set the hips back, coming into cow face. Good. You can readjust as you need to. Knees are stacked. And you can take your hands into the feet, press down, lift the hips up, and then firm both sits bones down. From here, we take the left arm up, reach it high, left hand to the top of the back, and then right hand goes up to meet it. Try and grab the fingertips. And if you can't, that's okay. Let the hands just hang out on the back, and then just gently press your head in towards the left forearm. Actively press the outsides of the feet into the floor. Sit nice and tall. Inhale, lifting out of the crown of the head. Maybe staying here, or exhale, hinging at the hips, long spine. Leaning forward, putting the belly to the thighs. Staying here for one more round of breath. And then we inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale, release the arms. We come back the same way we came, so you're welcome to use your blocks. Or just scoot forward, reach with the hands, plant them down, and come back onto the knees. Hands firmly plant. Left toes point towards the back and then tuck under. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the hips up, squeezing that right leg in. Inhale, coming to a high plank. Exhale, right knee to nose. Step the foot between the hands. Readjust as you need to. Inhale, arms reach out like wings. Good, holding, belly pulls in, rise all the way up. Inhale here. Exhale, right arm comes over left, eagle arms. Find your steadiness, belly pulls in nice and tight, and reach the elbows up so they're in line with the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right, hooking that left elbow onto the right thigh. So we're in our eagle arms. Puff up that back knee. And still, even though your belly might be on your thigh, try and pull the belly off the thigh so you have a long spine, engaged core. Listen carefully, gently unravel that left arm and then press the hands together and then take the thumbs to the sternum, deepening the twist. Good. Inhale, coming back center, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, hands come down to frame the right foot. Step the left foot to the outside of the right and fold. Arms out wide, inhale, rise all the way up. Palms touch, exhale, hands to heart center. Moving into that eagle again. Pop up that right heel, hands on hips. Spin the right leg over the left and then sit. Find that one thing to look at. Maybe double wrapping the foot if you can. This time, belly pulls in, reach the arms out nice and wide, just like we did in the beginning, so elbows pressing back and chest pressing forward. Inhale, exhale, cross the left arm over the right, giving yourself an upper body hug. Tuck the chin if you can. Inhale, reaching back out. Exhale, hug the arms in. We'll take one more. Inhale, reaching out, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, left arm over right, upper body hug. You can stay here or bring the arms into eagle. Inhale. Exhale, perch your eagle, elbows come down towards the knee. Just like we started in the eagle on the floor. Belly pulls in, finding that steadiness, that ease, not resisting, but embracing. Inhale, slowly coming up, reach the arms out, unravel that right leg from the calf, place it down. Exhale, forward fold with the crossed feet. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back into that runner's lunge. Inhale here, coming back into a plank. Flow it out, downward dog, or take a chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Take a few rounds of breath here in downward facing dog. You're welcome to take a child's pose if you would like. Nice long even breath. If you're in child's pose, slowly press back to downward facing dog. And then from here, inhale, reach the left leg up behind you. Exhale, take your knee to your nose. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, knee comes to nose, and then cross the left leg over the right, press back to downward dog. Squeeze the thighs together. Inhale, coming forward into a high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward into a high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one, inhale, coming forward into a high plank. Exhale, lower the knees down to the floor. Untuck the right toes, and then gently angle them out towards the left a little bit so that the knees are stacked. Tops of the feet press down. You can use your blocks or just walk your hands towards your knees. Scoop the hips under and then rise up to your modified eagle. Continue pressing down through the tops of the feet. Inhale, reach the arms out. Exhale, right arm comes over left. Find your eagle arms. Belly pulls in. Inhale, reach the fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, lift the heart and take a little back bend. Inhale, slowly coming back forward. Exhale, release the hands down by your sides. Again, you can use your blocks or begin to set the hips back. Take the hands to the floor and then sit back into cow face pose or Gomukhasana. Knees are stacked. Press the feet into the floor, sits bones firmly planted. Reach the right arm up overhead, inhale. Exhale, hand comes to the top of the back. Left hand goes up to meet it, and again, you try and meet the fingertips and grab a hold of the fingertips, or you can just take the hands to the back and let them hang out there. Head presses into the right arm, sitting tall. Lift out of the crown of the head, inhale. Exhale, slowly begin to hinge at the hips, belly coming towards the thigh, if this feels available to you right now. Slowly begin to inhale, rising back up. Exhale, allow the arms to fall down by the sides. Coming back into our tabletop, we reach the hands forward, reach, 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 reach. Weight moves into the knees. Right toes point towards the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, and hug the left leg into the right. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly come forward into a high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more. Inhale, coming forward into a high plank. Exhale, knee comes to nose, and then step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, slowly rise up into a high lunge, holding here. We then take our left arm over our right arm for our eagle arms. Deep inhale. Exhale, take a twist towards the left, right elbow to left thigh, puff up the back knee. And then as you're here, slowly unravel the left arm, press the palms together and get the thumbs to your sternum, deepening your twist. Still keeping the belly pulled in and broad collarbones. Inhale, coming back, center, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step the right foot to the outside of the left, forward fold. Press into the big toes. Inhale, reach the arms wide and up. Palms come together. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we do that eagle on this side. Pop the left heel up, again staying here or bending the right leg and then crossing that left thigh over the right, spinning them together and then hooking the left foot on the right calf. Hips are square towards the front. Inhale, reach the arms out, big, big chest. Exhale, right arm over left, upper body hug, tuck the chin. Inhale, reach the arms out wide, big chest. Exhale, right arm over left, upper body hug. Last one. Inhale, reach the arms out, steadiness and ease, feeling the balance. Exhale, right arm over left, find your eagle arms. Inhale here. Exhale, perch your eagle, elbows come down to knees. Feeling the power and confidence here, core engaged. Inhale, slowly coming back up. Reach the arms out. Unravel the left foot from the calf if it was there. Take the left foot down, still crisscrossed, and then fold. Hands to the floor. Step the right foot back so you're in your lunge. Inhale here, coming back to plank. Flow it out or press back to downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Good. From here, you can either jump the feet through the hands or gently walk the feet towards the hands, lowering your bottom as you go, and then coming down to a seat. Really nice job. From here, we'll take a double pigeon pose. So you'll take your left shin down, parallel to the top of the mat, flex your foot, and then you will take a block if you might need it, and take the block and put it in front of the left knee. Right ankle then comes on top of the block so that the ankles and knees are in a line together. If you feel like the block is in front of your shin, that's not what you want. You want the block in front of your knee. If this feels very accessible, pretty easy, and you want a little more sensation, then take your right ankle and place it on top of your left knee so that the ankles and knees are in line, feet are gently flexed. You can sit tall here, inhale, long spine, or you might fold, exhale, walking the fingertips out and dropping the head down. Feeling the sensation in the hips. Regulating the breath. If you felt like you were out of breath from before, try and find the breaths long and easy. Good. We'll slowly press into the hands, walk it up. And if your ankle's on the block or the knee, we'll just gently take it off, extend the legs out straight, shake it out. And then we'll switch. So right shin is parallel to the top of the mat. And then you can take a block in front of the right knee if you would like. And then left ankle goes on top of that block. If this feels very accessible, you want a little more sensation, then take the left ankle towards the knee and just set it right on top of that beefy part of the knee. And so you might notice that both sides aren't equal. This side is a little tighter for me, so I have a space between my knee and my heel. I can always take a block in between my knee and my heel at first if I want some time for space to open in my hip. But right now, I'm going to begin to lean forward. Sometimes that helps too. So inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, slowly hinge forward at the hips. Walk the hands out. Allow the exhale to soften. Slowly press into the hands, begin to walk it back up. And then you'll just gently take the left ankle off of the block or the knee, extend it out straight and shake it out. Good. From here, just make sure that you have a block with you. We're gonna roll down onto our backs. And feet are on the floor, knees are bent, and just gently roll down onto your back. And then take the feet right next to the hips and reach down and see if you can tickle your toes or your heels with your fingertips. From here, press into the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up, and then take your block on the medium or low height and place it beneath your sacrum. Your sacrum is the flat part of your lower back, or the back of your pelvis. And just let your hips settle down here, feeling heavy and supported by the block. And you might need to shimmy around a little bit to get comfortable, but there is that sweet spot. If you just scoot your hips forward and back, it'll be easy to find. Gently press into the elbows and then lift the chest, roll the shoulders open, and then let the arms go alongside you, palms facing up, so you have a nice open space in the collarbones. Press the back of the head into the floor, lifting the chin away from the chest. And just allow yourself to settle here.
option is available here to extend the right leg out straight on the mat, resting it on the floor, getting a nice sensation through the front body and the hip flexor. And then take the right foot back down to the floor, bending the knee, and switch legs. Left leg extends out, resting it on the mat, feeling it in the front body and the hip flexor. Take the left sole of the foot back to the mat. And then from here, press into the feet, lift the hips up, remove the block, and place it to the side. Lower the hips down all the way to the mat. And just enjoy the sensation of the hips settling down on the floor, feeling even and level. And so from here, we'll take the arms out in a big T shape and gently scoot the hips over to the right, just a few inches. And so the knees will start leaning over to the left. Just lift the feet up off the floor, hugging the knees in, and then let the knees fall over to the left for a spinal twist. If this feels a little bit intense, you can always take a block between the knees or underneath the left knee. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly bring the legs back center, plant the feet on the floor, and gently scoot the hips over to the left a few inches so that the knees are pointing over towards the right. Feet come off the floor, knees hugging in. Inhale. Exhale, let the knees fall over to the right. And again, if this feels intense, you can take the block between the knees or underneath the right knee. And maybe glance over your left hand. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly bring the legs back center, feet plant, and gently realign the hips so that you're straight on the mat. We'll reach our hands down and grab the outsides of the ankles or the feet. Reach the feet up towards the ceiling, bending the knees, and take happy baby pose. So knees are falling heavy to the outsides of the torso as you gently press your hands into the feet, feet over knees. Also take a moment to gently press your sacrum down into the floor. And you can rock back and forth, or you can be still. whichever feels better. Good. From here, we'll slowly bring the feet towards each other, knees out wide. You can interlace the hands behind the feet. And just hang out for a moment. Keep the feet together. Slowly allow the soles of the feet to come down to the floor with the knees out wide. And take a supine bound angle for a few rounds of breath. Palms up. If this feels too intense, you can place blocks beneath the knees, but we'll only be here for a few moments. Feeling this opening in the inner thighs as we've worked our inner thighs quite a bit during this practice. Deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly straighten out the legs, feet moving towards the corners of the mat. Arms resting alongside you with the palms facing up. Taking one last intentional breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Softening every muscle, every bone. Relaxing the face and the mind. Begin to deepen the breath. And wiggle your fingers and toes. And you can reach the arms up overhead, stretch from fingertips to toes. And then hug the knees in towards the chest and roll over to your side, cradling your head in your arm. And pausing here, feeling the earth support you from beneath. As you're ready, you can gently press into the floor to bring yourself up to a seat. Keep the eyes closed. And find this comfortable seat with the hands either on the knees or in Heart's Prayer. Take a moment to remember the intention you set. Remembering that both on and off the mat,
the less you resist, the more steadiness and ease you might find. I thank you all very much for practicing with me today. And until next time, namaste.